Okay, welcome back. Now we're gonna be looking at Teargrants versus WindSeeker. And they've just started the game. Okay, so this time we are looking at a pretty defensive box from WindSeeker. How many tanks is this? Landius, Freya, Lightbringer. So that's 3 with Rosen and Elaine. I don't know. I don't remember their names exactly, the newer units. And on Teargrants side, it's Hilda, Landius, Lightbringer as well, and we start off with Rosen first pick. So both players have 3 tanks. And otherwise, the DPS actually pretty standard overall. There's a Poly on Teargrants side. Looks a little bit off because I think the tempo is a little bit weird there compared to his other units. Other than that, let's see where this draft goes. Oboro first pick, so he can still secure a tank, but might not be allowed to secure a tank plus healer if it comes down to it. Then Granshire plus Landius, so it forces out the tank pick from Teargrants if he wants one, unless he just chooses to go for the fist tank with Poly. Interesting choices of tank from WindSeeker because Freya is actually an additional buffer from Oboro, which kind of explains why he went for it for the first pick, especially because he's guaranteed to have one tank. I guess you could, you can't do the same like what he's trying to do to Teargrants. You can't just ban one tank and force the second tank, and then if you don't want to face 2 tanks, you can ban it later. Whereas if you're against WindSeeker, yeah, you kind of have to ban both if you want to get rid of the buff for Oboro. So in that sense, you kind of, in a way, get him to spend an extra ban on the tank so that you get more options down the line. Or if you just want to go die hard for the fracture buff right off the bat, that could happen as well. But more likely than not, we'll probably be seeing the Lightbringer coming out here. Teargrants actually just ditches the tank and just goes for Leon, which is pretty interesting. So I guess if Lightbringer does come out, he plans to just ban the double healers. I guess I don't think he's gonna go for AoE, so he's probably trying to kill the Lightbringer, or at least displace people out of the tank, which can be kind of nasty against Oboro. Like if you get displaced to somewhere you don't want to be, either too far forward or too far back. It could be one way of dealing with Oboro. Banned out Poly and Z2, so he doesn't touch the tanks yet, so he's perfectly, you have Oboro, you kind of want to play against a tank, so that, you'd rather deal with a tank than more aggressive units that you can deal with. Die Hard eats the ban on the 3rd phase, so no more faction buff for Oboro. We do go back for the Lightbringer here. Healers are still on the table for WindSeeker. So looks like it's gonna be a slower tank push kind of game. It's shaping up to be. 2 assassins banned out. There's still McLean that's on the table. It's not terrible in this map. It's not terrific either. Okay, so Rosen, Lightbringer for both players. I'll probably do pick up the assassin here, and I think McLean is slightly better at dealing with Oboro because he can actually just override any terrain that Oboro is standing on. Granshire and Lost Ham, so Both of these units, are technically kind of like assassins. So similar idea there. But this opens up a McLean on McLean draft if WindSeeker chooses to go for it. And I think he probably will. It's a pretty solid draft. If your opponent McLean tries to put any water, you can just override it. And you can kind of defend your own terrain on Oboro with the McLean. Yeah. Overall, Oboro McLean is just like more of an old school combo kind of thing. Jin and Yenny ban. So we're just giving the Die Hard. He does have his own McLean to kind of mess with the terrain, but two assassins against the Oboro might be a little tricky to deal with because Rosen, unless you bring 3C, you can't really heal to full from a single hit. And WindSeeker gets Yenny on the last pick versus Gintoki. Understandable, he doesn't really need a second Janitor here. But overall, the Yenny, I don't think it does that much either. I don't know. Gintoki is kind of difficult because you don't really have any summon units to sack anyway, and it's probably just gonna get killed off by Die Hard. But Yenny doesn't really do the most into Rosen plus tank. Eventually you can whittle down the tank just because the nature of Rosen's healing being not that sufficient for single target. But I guess, it just depends what you value more. And Yenny doesn't need to be activated per se. So yeah, I can accept that. Based on the draft, I'll probably say this match depends on how fast Teargrants can get his assassins to the Oboro. The Oboro should die in like 2 consecutive hits. And then afterwards it's just gonna be a tank push matchup. We see who can get more damage in. But we do have to watch out for the Leon 3C as well. It could be a little bit nasty to deal with. Yeah, the Leon is probably initiating and it's a little bit RNG dependent. But this is a typical Oboro game, right? Oboro just waits and we see whether the other player is able to deal with it or not. Royal Protectors. Not sure if it's necessary to overcommit to bringing this troop versus Guardian Infantry, because there is a possibility that you need to man fight the Oboro later down the line. And if you bring this troop, Oboro is gonna cook you, I think. So you really need to make sure you take the Oboro down before he gets active. In this case. Because we're seeing a Phalanx Lightbringer on this side against the Leon, understandable. Yenny went for Warlock, so it's not gonna do the most damage. Think Windblade, he forgot to change this back to Fireball as well. No real flyers here. Fireball might help do a little bit more damage to the Royal Protectors. Oboro, Lancer Oboro with Iron Helmet. Okay, that's the 4th column. McLean with Pirate Raiders. I feel like this troop is a little bit of a scam troop. I think you still die to opponent McLean. Like 1 life. But we will see. Very defensive troop options for WindSeeker. Yeah, this Yenny isn't going to be doing the most work, but it's just like damage counter for the endgame later. Probably just gonna walk in front, I don't know, or walk downwards, because you want to get the wave. Actually no, he's not really on terrain, so you don't really need to wave the Oboro in this case. We can kind of save it for something else, but yeah, you do want to get nearer to the Oboro. No breeze on this McLean. It wouldn't be in range anyway, so he needs to push the Lightbringer a little bit further up. Wow, is he trying to push his units straight here with Lightbringer? No, you can't, otherwise the Leon is gonna like, go around you. Overall, I think Teargrants has a pretty decent shot. But it's Iron Helmet against 2 Assassins, and Diehard cannot melee. McLean can, but he kinda has to get really near. And I've been on like the Assassin side of this matchup a lot, and sometimes this shit can carry, so... Gets a defense buff on the house as well. It's a Tenyo Lightbringer. Pretty interesting. Diehard is actually in range to attack this Oboro already. Stats looks kinda rough though. 15k pre-transform, 1k defense. Although the defense will be stolen, so that's that. I think it's better to wait for McLean to get more in position before trying anything. It's kind of rough because you kind of want to push your Lightbringer up, but this terrain is messing around. But if you move your McLean too early, the Yenny can like just pot shot you, get 1 life out. Plea 2 McLean is making this a little bit difficult. Leon's not in range to do anything as well. Yeah, and right here we can see why these 2 units are pretty annoying combo to deal with. But at the same time, this Oboro needs to get 4 stacks, and 4 turns is a lot of turns, so realistically you could wait for a little bit, but every turn that passes it becomes a little bit harder to kill Oboro. Diehard is just gonna go for it. He does get this command, 10% attack. Gets the kill. No problems there. Wow. I mean, this game's not over just yet, cause, you know, it's just tank push things, but that was your first pick, and it kinda just died. I don't know how much the Leon command matters. Does this work on troops? Probably not, right? Diehard did his job, so he can just die. But it's gonna force a skill out of Yanni. Because McLean kinda has to not move to play the terrain war with the other McLean. Honestly, if this diehard is Tiamat, which I don't know if it is, I think Yanni actually can't kill it. But we'll see. There is miracle on both sides, but this troop is just pretty bad for damage. Anyways, you get turn priority, so it's no biggie if you just use it 2 attacks to kill this. But Teargrants is nearer to the center, and with these troop choices, I don't think WindSeeker can force Teargrants out of the center anymore. I doubt this can even kill Leon. Werewolves with the minus 30% physical damage. Leon runs backwards though. It's kind of a odd decision, because now the Lightbringer has to stay with Leon because of the portal. I see no reason to not just run towards the middle. Teargrants is burning quite a lot of timer. Not sure what his current plan is, because for me, I'll just run top towards the middle. Yeah, not even close. But you do get 2 hits, so it's whatever. I mean, even if you're trying to hold McLean for like the McLean to McLean, why not just run upwards? This diehard is dead. There's no saving it. Lightbringer can push here, then you can push your Leon here. Rosen, you can push it here. McLean here. Something like that. Because I really see no threat now. I don't think this can kill anything. (1535) outside of water. So in water, it's probably somewhere around 1.9? 1.8? Could possibly take 1 life out of the McLean, but I doubt it. I think this troop, missing the magic damage from the glacials, is gonna really hurt for kill potential. Oh no, I think that's unnecessary. I think he needed that for later. I guess it does refresh his 3C, so... I'm just not sure about this positioning. I don't see why you wouldn't run here. This is gonna be a slow game from this point onwards. Yeah, like, why... Why are you running towards the enemy's terrain and enemy portal? It's a little bit confusing for me. He was nearer to the center last turn. Not anymore now. Eventually, if it comes down to it, McLean should be able to just melee and kill the Yeti. then it becomes a question of damage counter at that point. Which Teargrants should still win just based on the troop matchup. It depends on how much damage Yenny can pump onto the Lightbringer in these few turns before she dies to McLean eventually. Feel like that 3C got forked out a little early. I'll probably just use Riptide Component and just get rid of this and get my units nearer to the center. At this point, I think you can afford to use it. You don't really need it for the gap close anymore. Yeah, we kind of have to remember that there's still a Leon on the map that can really screw things up when we get to a smaller map. Although the something displays out of guard doesn't really matter at this point, you know, because the only DPS left is Assassin. But positioning is something we will have to keep in mind. This timer is getting dangerously low. Well, I don't really have much else to say, but I really don't know why we are holding the position here. I think you can afford to be a little bit more liberal with your terrain and just get your guys nearer. That did a lot of damage to the Leon, holy cow. I'm gonna assume that killed all the werewolves, so that's a 3.4k heal from Rosen. Right, it's 2.5 in, right? Restores HP equals to in 1 times 1.5. Yeah, that doesn't quite add up, but it took quite a bit of damage. It's nice and all, but it's not helping your units get nearer. Looking at damage, you might be wondering if you should have just brought a black hole. And if you could have waited for a turn where Mass Crystal Healing was down, you probably could just kill the Leon with 2 AoEs. Okay, surely now it's time to get your guys into the middle. The McLean was kind enough to move first. Come on. How's your Lightbringer gonna move? If you used this like 2 turns ago, you'll be almost back now. I mean, maybe he's just not in a rush because eventually the Leon spin is gonna come out. Pretty similar looking stats between the 2 Lightbringer. As I run out of things to say for this match. Mass Crystal Healing comes back next turn, so... Well, it's not like there's any AoE left anyway. Why wouldn't you just move the Leon first though? Okay, that Tenor Breeze. Probably a dead Yenny. He even comes nearer. He can only move downwards because there's terrain up here. Huh? Oh, I guess he can jump back. I can't really see the mobility, there's too much shit on the ground. Yeah, I mean, I think he should have ended the Leon first and just get the healing up on Lightbringer, but I don't think the Lightbringer's gonna die anyway. Whatever. The stacks on Teargrants is gonna be a little bit concerning because of the portals though. It is 3C's back already. That might become a problem. Can't see the damage counter just yet. It's actually pretty interesting placement on the portal. Because now McLean has to go upwards if he wants to melee, which he can, because there's Tenor Breeze. But then Lightbringer is going to struggle to guard that later. If you range it, you just lose one life straight up. So that's not good either. So that's a pretty good play in terms of the portal. Deny the melee position. Yeah, this AoE is becoming a little bit of a problem. I'm guessing we just see a Mass Crystal here. Mass Crystal now, if Rosen goes here, it might be a little bit hard for McLean to reach this. Yeah, I could just buff as well. Oh, the stacks are overwhelmed already. McLean still doesn't, I mean, WindSeeker's McLean still doesn't have Tactic Gin, so no real threat yet. Opens up the pathway for the other McLean. Either way, yeah, Mass Crystal. Now. This should be the turn to go, especially if damage increase. Yeah, I will just go with McLean now. Damage increase on the other McLean as well. Maybe with that he can actually take one life. Ooh. Gonna go for a displacement. Displacement first. Let's see how much damage this does. It's on a tree, so not that much. You could move back and displace these two and leave the Yenny there. At this health, he still has Werewolf healing and Rosen healing, so not sure what percentage he's gonna be at. May or may not be in risk of just dying to McLean. It should heal quite a fair bit, because it's after attacking and Rosen. Wow, he just stays outside. That's... Okay, if you kill Rosen, this game should just be done. Let's see how much this does. That was with damage increase, and it wasn't enough. So now, do you kill the Rosen first? Wait, why do you use the skill? Could you not just have KP and melee? If you melee this, then this turn you can kill the Yenny. Am I missing something? Oh, this game's a little fucky-wucky. The mech lane should win, I suppose. I think it could have been done a little bit more efficiently. This thing steals buffs, right? Not sure if that might matter somewhere down the line. He has 2 stacks of Mirror Light. I mean... thought Lightbringer was gonna start blasting. That's a lot of debuff stacks. Oh, because he has the delusions. Yeah, this thing is screwing with the Rosen stacks. Eh, wait, no, that's just a normal portal. Do these stack or what? I'm actually not too sure about that. Based on how many debuffs she got when she ended turn, it looks like it stacks. Come on, just get the kill. Right, Tidal Search. Go here, you hit, and then you just walk. Actually, can you walk through the tree? Okay. I guess that works as well, because realistically, Yenny is just gonna run a lot of damage, but it's not really a threat to Rosen plus Lightbringer. Yeah, this works out too. Yenny can't really heal the plane. Takes a bit longer, but we'll get there eventually. Lightbringer can just punch for some free damage here. Fortunately, my plane is not gonna do any sort of damage. His health. Rosen should be able to heal herself back to full. Teargrants is running pretty low on timer, so he needs to decide all of his moves, basically. Blocking. Think you just... Oh, this tree is in the way. Will you get blocked out? I think it's pretty difficult to block out McLean. If the McLean can't get in, we could find ourselves in a pretty sticky situation. I would have preferred him to go a little bit here. I'm slightly worried. This McLean looks a little bit stuck. I'm not sure if people run exclusive in. Because he's not winning on damage counter. He needs to kill everything. This McLean is stuck, no? I think you lose damage from doing this, yeah. I just punch this. You need damage. You need to kill everything. You can't afford to strengthen anymore, I think. Not like he needs it. Defender. McLean is stuck. I think now WindSeeker just wins. Just based on damage. You can't get fucking 100 something thousand damage with these units. You can't even get water. Rosen is stuck. McLean is stuck. Yeah, that's game. How did this happen? Yeah, I think he just too conservative with his positioning at the start. This is why. Not enough. Still has a revive to go. Oh fuck, it works like that. Spirit Boots actually just killed the McLean. Actually, it died to Spirit Boots. I mean, it's not like he would have gotten another attack off anyway. He still needs to cycle. This point we can just go next. Yeah, most people still run Bonnet. I think Bonnet's still better. Gains over damage is insufficient. You forget to click enter, or what's going on here? Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah, we're just gonna wait for the next game to start. Even if that killed, I don't think it would have mattered. There's not enough time. You need to kill 3 units in 2 turns. Why? Yeah, it started out really well with the Die Hard getting the kill, and then he kinda... Yeah, he kinda messed around too much at the start, like not rushing towards the center. Windy Outpost. Oh, that's a holy poly out. Just saw. Pretty interesting. I don't even think it was like quote-unquote bad positioning. I think he just wasn't aware that he needed to run into the center for the end game. Fucked around too much and he found out. He still get blocked off. I don't remember the exact scenario, but that probably was a thing as well. I also think if he just normal attacked the Rosen and then used the egg again to kill the Yenny, he can't get blocked out by 2 units anyway, so depends which one you wanna nitpick a bit more about the draft. We're looking at an Omega here, season 13. What season is it in global? It's like 14? 15? See an Omega. Poly out one side, poly in the other side. Okay, but we start off this good old way with Rosen. Let's see if Awakener gets picked up here. Most likely Liana though. Liana player 2, last healer, tank push player. I think it's a pretty worthwhile pickup on Liana. But we'll see if he tries to do something a little bit more fancy. What's the Omega for though? What's it killing? Lightbringer ban. Grand Shield first pick, so not a healer and not the Awakener first pick, which is going straight Grand Shield. Either disable or just straight up killing the tank. What I'm looking at here. Depends on what Hilda this is. Hilda is of course a little bit harder to kill than Landius, but I think it depends on build as well. You're not as scared of the Holy Arc build because you get to keep your last rights, so you probably won't die from the counter. You'll probably die to the next attack though, with the Reflect. If the tanks are Holy Arc. Teargrants seems to be deciding on whether he wants to pick up a tank or not. Send out the other healer and Lightbringer. But, I mean, what can you really go for? You don't really have that much AoE, so not sure if banning the healers are going to amount to much. Let's pick up Hilda. So what are we going to be looking at here? Hilda does make Lostham a little bit harder to be played, especially on this map, where the terrain is mostly focused around the middle. So if you're a WindSeeker, you can still pick up a tank, but you won't have healers, or are you just gonna go full aggro? Bans out Leon and Lostham. It's reasonable on this map. Oboro straight away. If you ban out the tanks, you'll probably just pick Die Hard on the third. Because Teargrants' team isn't the fastest. That's true. Not a fan of this one. I think you should ban the Gintoki now though. Gintoki Die Hard, something like that. Actually no, I think Yenny needs to be banned if you don't get a tank. Because it's just gonna fry your Grand Show. Okay, Omega gets the respect ban on the fourth? Yeah, fourth phase. We do see Die Hard come out here. This Yenny might be very dangerous against this lineup. But you could also just throw Die Hard and just trade 1 for 1. It'll be fine. Kyra gets picked up here. Not sure about this. I favor... Okay, I'm biased against Kyra. That's a personal thing. But I think the other 3 DPS all have more impact than her. Yeah, and you're kind of checked by the Lost Ham anyway. All the last picks are pretty nasty here. Yes, you just ban Jin and Z2. Jin and Z2 and Leon. So Jin gets through on 5th pick. 2 tanks. I don't know, man. You're playing against Oboro. This might be a bit rough. Can the Kyra or Z2 get to the Oboro? Okay, it's not Z2. Z2 is not getting to the Oboro, I can tell you. I can tell you that. So it's just Kyra. Kyra has to carry the shit out of this. Can Kyra get to Oboro without dying to either Die Hard or Lost Ham? Sounds rough. The worst part about this is, it's not just about killing the Oboro. You still need to win after that. Because you're probably gonna have to extend outside of your tank's range to kill the Oboro. Get traded. And then, I don't know, the Z2 has to play with your tank and slowly kill everything. That means it's actually harder for Z2 to get her revive back if it gets picked off by an assassin, actually. Because you're playing backwards. I think draft still favors WindSeeker this time. No, the last 2 units, I think... Well, maybe it's just a playstyle thing, but I think it went into the wrong direction. This lineup doesn't really take advantage of the fact that there's no proper tank on WindSeeker side, or no proper sustain. Shrine Maiden Kyra. I think Shrine Maiden Kyra gets cooked by any combination of these 3. I think Oboro might just straight up kill you. Because it's gonna have faction buff from Die Hard, and it's gonna get 4 stacks, let's be real here. Okay, so both of them are cavalry at least. So Gintoki is gonna have a little bit of a rough time getting damage later on. But I think as long as he transforms, I mean he has his talent, 4 stacks, he still beats the tanks anyway. I probably would have preferred to bring a ranged troop on Lost Ham, because playing against a Hilda is probably quite difficult to get within 2 blocks of something that you want to kill. Well, it might not be the hardest. I guess if Kyra can get a kill early on, you can actually throw the Z2 to kill instead. I think Gintoki should have... I mean, okay, this one is like kind of hindsight thing. But if you're familiar with what type of tanks your opponents are running, you probably shouldn't have brought Sensi into this. Gintoki's goal this game isn't really to survive Kyra. It's to beat the tanks later on. And I think without his talent, I don't think you survive Kyra. Unless you proc defender, then you know, what can you do? And that's the thing about giving Lossham 4th pick on this map, even though you have a Hilda. How's your Kyra gonna move up? You have to move Rosen first. And this Lossham is always gonna go last. It's gonna prevent you from coming here. So your Kyra has to stay here, which means +1 turn for Oboro. Are you going to gamble with Miracle? I think the Kyra is either going to get picked off, or the Oboro is just going to get his 4 stacks and win the game. One of those two. It's a really hard game for Teargrants. Oh yeah, he just stays at the back, doesn't get the breeze, so it's not in range of anything. And now the Lossham can even just zone the Kyra, I think. Like, you just play around bottom. You make sure the Kyra can never go here. Okay, now he went top. I would have preferred going bottom to kind of bodyguard your Oboro. Either way, this Kyra is going to lose Miracle this turn, so more likely than not, we're gonna get a 4 stack Oboro. At 4 stacks with a faction buff, I don't even know if... I guess 3 stacks for now. If Kyra can attack at the start of next turn. I don't even know if this dies. It's Steel Wing on terrain. With MDEF buff. There's a chance of Iron Helmet proccing as well. And I think if you fail this kill, you lose on the spot. Yeah, you just have to push your tanks up and pray. I think with the 2 carry tanks, they needed to be pushed a little bit further up. This is not fast enough. Okay, Z2 has no real reason to go that close. I think that's kind of your Kyra spot. Yeah, that's your Kyra spot. Lossham can't get into 2 range of this block. Unless he's trying to straight up initiate with Zerida itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. S/range, but I don't think Gintoki is the kill you really want. Like, you have 2 carry tanks. Gintoki is probably the least valuable kill you want right now. You want one of the assassins. But Lossham doesn't need to entertain you. Just walk back a little bit. Ah, come on. Just give him the Gintoki. That's what I'll do. It's the least valuable kill on the map. Just run down here, good boy, and just give him the Gintoki. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if this Kaira is Breeze or Meteor, but if it's Breeze, it's not proccing. Most people probably just run Meteor, right? Oh, he's trying. He's trying with that Tenio. Didn't get it though. I mean, Gospel's running out. Fuck me, can you even kill this Oboro? If Kaira doesn't have a buff. Yeah, and this type of situation is also why I would run ranged troops on Losham. Because I think that's just one life off this Zerida. Although not right now, because there's like body auras and damage taken. But later, you can start picking off the Zerida lives. If Zerida doesn't have a revive, well, first off, her mobility drops. And then if your Gintoki is angry, Zerida can't really touch you. Is he baiting? What's this? I mean, if he comes out to kill this, you just die to Losham plus Grenshaw anyway, or even like plus June. He is kind of baiting it. And you can't really push your tank somewhere where you can guard your Zerida. So Teargrants has a problem. This is just preventing the melee on Oboro in case next turn. Because the fog is gonna cover up. And I guess you spend one less attack on the Zerida if the Zerida chooses to trade this way. Yeah, this game looks pretty hard unless Rosen plus Landius is gonna punch everything down. I think it's pretty difficult. I think Grenshaw can easily just kill the Landius first. It's not SSN. Probably Holy Ark. This one might be... I don't know. It's probably the Bond accessory. Kaira was Breeze the entire time, but now she has no attack buff. So... Ooh, you can actually air slash in guard range here, so... I probably would keep Losham. Just end Grenshaw first. What's the range on this? 1, 2, 3, and 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. What the fuck? This Kaira's in range already. What? What? Is that necessary? Wait, what the f- Oh, I guess push plus kill? That feels like a very unnecessary play. Bro, this is not gonna kill your dragon! This healer is very left behind though. I can't really block this. No, I'll just chill somewhere up here or something. Just give him the Woro. Or you could park it here, I guess. I think air slash might just kill you anyway. That felt like the most unnecessary sack I've seen in a while. The disrespect to Lost Ham. I don't think Lost Ham needed to die for this. Just give him the Gintoki or the Dragon. If he's playing outside of his tank, he just loses immediately. And what's a no attack buff Kyra gonna do? No. I mean, I guess this is fine. Should be one life off Landis. Oh, Taunt's Arc. Yikes. Okay, we might have slight problemo here. Does the explosion take one life of this? It does not. Okay, I hope Jin can one-shot this. Probably can. She's thought so. No! Play it. Not like this. Not like this. Okay. Not like this. He could have still won there, I'm pretty sure. If he killed the Rosen, and if Die Hard range attack can kill the Serida, one life. Oh, that was such a weird last turn. Okay, yeah, fuck this Omega. We have both Elaines in. Interesting, they're both Elaine players. Wait, is this Elaine or Agnes? Am I tripping? Key Gracer. Which one is this? I don't know, I'm sorry, it's not on C yet, so I don't know their names. No, this is not Elaine, this is Agnes. The other one is Elaine. Liana goes back down on player 1 for Poli. That's fine, I guess. We go back to the double Awakener bands. Looks like this is gonna be pretty similar to Game 1's draft, but WindSeeker is on player 1 this time. Oh, I can't get over the last game. That was so unnecessary. All he had to do was not do anything, actually. Just keep the Gintoki there. Just let your... I mean, Die Hard shouldn't have been there in the first place. But you can just let it die, it's okay. You trade one life with... Like, you can pick off one life with either Granshell or Blossom. And then you get a 4-stack dragon. That will probably just clean house. That's kind of sad, the way the last game went. Yeah, this looks like a repeat of Game 1 so far. Just on different players, like different sites. When he sacked the Lost Ham, I thought he was trying to make a play on the Zerida. Because that Kyra had zero value in my eyes. It had no buff that turn. Stuck a kill shit. It doesn't matter if it's Breeze. Yeah, so far looks like the same shit. Lightbringer, Oboro. It's probably Rosen plus a tank. Probably Hilda. Well, at least today I learned that Granshell can still die to Arc Taunts even though you're like full health with Last Rites. Too much reflect. Guess we see a Granshell on WindSeeker this time, or Leon. Ah yeah, this is different with first game. There's no McLean on WindSeeker side. Die Hard Kyra. We're giving the Lost Ham on this map. Teargrants is running out of attack buffs on his DPS. Which is the problem with Hilda nowadays, I guess. Don't really buff anything. Teargrants looks like he's going to try the same thing. There's no McLean on the other side to fuck up his positioning. Holy is also not that much of a threat against Rosen plus Hilda. You can't even push people around. But this time it's a lot harder to get to the Oboro, I think. Yeah, Lost Ham has no attack buff, so looks like a free dragon game to me. Unless Leon can do some kind of ungodly spin. Attack buff where? Does Agnes have an attack buff? I don't think so, right? Without an attack buff, I don't even know if you can kill Yenny. Jin over Poly. I mean, frankly, I don't even know if Jin does more than Poly in this game because Poly has 2 lives. He can, like, you can sub tank if you're worried about Leon's displacement, and he probably does more damage than the Hilda. I hitting Jin this game is like kind of whatever because it's Hilda Rosen, and you know the Hilda is cavalry already. This double healer feels a little bit sad. WindSeeker should have this game in the back because I don't really see any threat to the Oboro. Even after it transformed, like before or after it transformed, there's no real threat to him. Only threat is Leon displacing Oboro outside of guard and Lost Ham throwing a 3C on him. That could be a threat, I guess. Which is why I think the last pick could have been Poli. You try and reduce the RNG a bit, you just bring double guard. Well, technically, Gintoki has a guard. So it's something. He could bring that guard skill for Oboro. I think it's not out of the question in this game. No, he didn't bring it. He brought Air Slash. Sometimes I wonder if there's like a balanced team in Zilong's department. I don't know if like it's not broken, but who the fuck thought that a 1-turn cooldown, 7 blocks range AoE, 0.3 times damage was a balanced skill? Who the fuck thought that? I don't think it matters how far you breeze. First off, no matter where you hope, you can't get into 2 blocks range. At least in terms of terrain. Damn, what the fuck is this skin? It's a bit weird. Fucking bicycle. This skin makes my tank look a little bit squishy, if I'm being honest. Wait, what the fuck? Gallon Duelist Leon? Does this shit even work on Leon? I think his 3C is pretty fast. I guess there could be a world where you just try to kill Lightbringer and go from there. But if you kill Lightbringer, that means your Leon's life is forfeit. And then you have attack buffless Lost Hand to kill all their remaining units. I think that's pretty rough as well. Agnes just sounds like free stacks for Gintoki when you have a Rosen. Yeah, this Lost Ham is kind of looking at the enemy team and he sees a Warlock Yenny, Oboro that's a little bit far from his terrain. As Gintoki can die if he just walks up, but that's about it. Miracle right off the bat. We're going for it. Leon's not even in range yet though. That's a little bit early on the Miracle. What are we trying to do with Lost Ham here? I don't really know what that miracle was for. His units aren't in range yet. 4, 1, 2, 3. This is not a Helena. It's not like there's an assassin threat or anything. Yeah, I only really see one play here. Leon has to somehow bring the Oboro closer to this turret. But he's gonna die trying because there's a Yenny. Then, if you can kill this Oboro and get out with a lost hand, maybe there's a chance. I still don't think this will die to lost hand without an attack buff. Time is ticking. Ooh! I guess it's a free hit. Feels a little bit unnecessary. Hmm? Ah, yeah, I guess that's what happens when you move your healer last. Next turn she's just gonna come back, shoot, and then go backwards. I think it's breeze though. Yeah, but breeze for what? I don't think it kills anything. Leon kinda has to start it. Does this kill Rosen? I don't think so, right? It might though. Wow, never mind. Not even close. How does this work? Near death, mobility -2 cannot guard, deals 50% decreased damage, cannot use active skills. But Agnes can just remove it, right? Pretty long cooldown though. I mean, I think you can just leave the Rosen there for now. I think you need to do some kind of combo attack here with these three. You move Hilda forward and then you get ready to play. Oh no, the order's wrong. I would say no way, but it is Lancer. The fuck? Okay, my damage calcs are like off. Okay, then we actually have a pretty good shot. I guess I underestimated lost time a little bit too much. But it was Sensi into Lancer, I guess. Should have had animation on for that. I think Lost Hand splashed out some of the flyers and some of Oboro's body. And then I think Sensi probably gets around like around 10 hits or lesser on the body, and that was enough. With just damage increase. Now you just chill, now you don't need to do anything. For now. Now you can just play turn priority. Eventually you can probably get a Leon plus Lost Ham combo off. And you just kill whoever's outside of guard. Now you just chill, consolidate everything, get everyone back to full health. Get ready for the Jin to start running at your tank, because there's gotta be panic now. Don't overcommit with your Leon. Just wait for your Lost Ham. It's fine. I don't think this kills. Wait, he brought Templar Knights. Templar Knights might die. Ouch. If it's Royal Cav, I think it doesn't die anyway, because the Hoplites remove their own class advantage. No, no, no. Too early. Wait, is this fucking SSN? Okay, has one life. Works well enough. Just back one block. See where life takes us. What the fuck? That is the best Leon spin I've ever seen in my life. Okay, I guess the best Leon spin would have made the Lightbringer go here and Gintoki go here. Fuck, Rosen can't heal, it's too far. I guess you have to heal your tank? Means your Yanni's life is forfeit? To Leon, probably? No, you can't afford this, right? I think Leon just clicks your tank now. Because this doesn't heal. Oh, he has 3C back, and there's no AoE healing. Yeah, there's no AoE healing actually. This might be a bit problematic. Actually, it hurts like a bitch. I can't believe Miracle actually came back. Ooh. Leon doesn't have Mass Crystal. Do you just Lost Ham 3C this? I think it might kill. I think this might die. If you just Lost Ham 3C this. I'll go for it. Because I don't think you can afford to let the Rosen get the heal off in this case. Fuck. I guess your tank should live for one more turn. Jin at this health shouldn't kill Hilda. Are you still guarding though? It's like a lot of fucking buffs. But he's not guarding. I just realized, what the fuck? Should have taken a kill earlier, I think. I think you could have just killed Lost Ham with a normal attack. With damage increase. Like, I'm not blind, right? This is not guarding. Am I blind? Might be blind. There's too many buffs. Okay, never mind, I'm blind. Okay, forget what I said. It's 2 whole rows of buffs. Yeah. I would have... Hope you tried before the heal went off. Yeah, this is like Sensi next to an ally. Ouch. I think Gintoki wins from this point. You put the terrain here, right? To the left. To the left. I guess it doesn't really matter. Gintoki can just move elsewhere, no matter where you place it. Yeah, if you heal the tank, Leon's not gonna have enough damage for this. Ouch. Okay, I think Gintoki is gonna just carry this game. Lost guard as well. I don't even know if I can punch this. Is that an animation problem? This Lightbringer's not dying now. I guess you get one more chance. No, it's a fucking damage down debuff here. That looked like it hurt a lot on Yanni. Just finish off the tank, right? Don't need to think too much. Or just heal. But if you heal, then Teargrants gets another heal off as well. Okay, let's heal together. Yeah, I don't really see a way. Gintoki just kills this. Then if you somehow can kill the Lightbringer, Gintoki just acts again and kills one more. Oh, so close. Wait, how does his debuff work? Why is there immunity on Lightbringer? Is this S13? Huh. I might be blind, but he didn't take damage from Leon, right? From like passing through. 17k health though. But yeah, anyway. Oh. Last time skills aren't even back yet because he brought Quicksand instead of Repulse. 3 stacks and Mass Crystal Heal. Oh, wait. Quicksand is back now. Is it RNG? I think. For one other ally unit within 2 blocks. So it's RNG. Wait, what happened to this? Oh, cannot guard. Yeah, then it makes sense to just kill everything else. When Hilda comes back, you can just kill it again. I think Rosen heals, and then you try to go for the Quicksand. And then you pray. I don't think it's gonna kill, but you have to pray. You can't even do that, right? Because, yeah, the Yanni's just gonna shoot you after that. But you lose if you kill this as well. Jin is just gonna act again. Lol. XDD. Yeah, no attack buff, lost him. They killed the Oboro. Yeah. Somehow I feel like all 3 games, the guy that was supposed to win didn't win. Based on how the games went. Although this game I don't think it's really as much like a misplay thing. Yeah, you got the Oboro kill. But Jin just walked up and smacked your tank. The troop choice on Hilda contributed a little bit to it. Like, I don't think Air Slash was supposed to kill a Hilda with that troop. But beyond that, yeah, this one, yeah, I guess the Jin last pick actually did work. If he picked Poli, might have lost that. Wouldn't be able to kill the Hilda. Yeah, the Jin did work out on the 5th pick. Anyways, that's the end of this series, WindSeeker Teargrants 2-1. So thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Peace.